This is Builds, and welcome to today's video, guys. Today we're going to dive in and talk about the classes that are available in Outriders and which one's the one that's going to be correct for you to play with and what's going to fit your playstyle. All right, guys, so in Outriders, we have a total of 4 different classes. We have the Technomancer, the Pyromancer, the Trickster, and the Devastator. Now, all of these classes, guys, the good news is that they are going to allow you guys to heal in different variants and in different options. In addition to that, guys, all these classes will give you a set of 3 different skill trees. Now, the cool thing about the skill tree in this particular game is that you're going to be able to pick what skill tree you want out of the 3, but if you ever need to reset or you want to respec, you're going to be able to do that with free without having a problem. Now, the cool thing about the classes in Outriders is that it has 2 really good traits. Number 1 is that each class will be allowed to heal itself. It's not going to be allowed to heal itself the same way, but each class will be given an option to have a healing option. In addition to that, each class will have a total of 3 different skill trees that they're able to unlock and spec into. And in addition to that, if you ever want to respec, it's going to be completely free. You don't have to spend anything. So you're going to be allowed to change different variants in different areas in different ways. Now, that's what I think is actually pretty cool about each individual class. Now, as you guys know, the holy trinity when it comes to MMOs, RPGs, of course, is your healer, your tank, and your DPS character. This particular game has a total of 4 characters that you're able to have right off the bat. And today I'm going to break down each individual character. I'm going to tell you which is the healer, which is the tank, which is the DPS, which is the crowd control character, and which is going to suit your playstyle. And the way I'm going to break the playstyles down are pretty easy. Number 1, you have your run and gun playstyle. That means you want to get right into the action and you just want to shoot everything that comes your way. Number 2, you have your solo playstyle. That means that you got to play a little bit stealthy, a little bit more laid back. You don't mind getting down and dirty, but you want to be as precautious as you possibly can. Then you have your tank class, which is going to make sure that you absorb everything that you want. And it's just going to be able to take the damage, but it's also going to be able to deal the damage as well. And last but not least, guys, you have your healer class, which I like to kind of insinuate that this class in particular is mostly primarily based if you're going to be playing this like solo and you want to make sure that you're not having a rough time because you're going to be able to heal yourself as you guys are progressing to the game. So those are pretty much the playstyles that I've seen the majority of people like to play with. It's either, stealthy, run and gun, pretty much an assassin, a healer class. So we're going to break down each individual class. So, all right, so let's get started with the first class, which is going to be the Technomancer. Now, the Technomancer is going to fit under the category of healer class. This particular character, I recommend it if you plan on playing the game solo and you don't have anybody to play with. We are going to talk about people to play with, though. We are going to have a channel dedicated over on my Discord server. If you guys want to go ahead, head on over there. So you guys, before the game gets released, you want to make sure you have enough people to play with, or just want to know when announcements come out, make sure you guys head over to Discord. So the Technomancer is a healer, and his primary goal is to make sure he's always staying alive and being effective at long range, because he's technically the only one that's going to be extremely effective at a long range. So if you like snipers, assault rifles, pulse rifles, this is probably the character you're going to be wanting to go with. In addition to that, he's going to be able to heal himself and also heal others. So he's the only character that's able to heal other characters or other members of your team. Remember, this game you have up to 3 players. So if you ever need a group, if someone's going to be looking for someone to help them out, there's definitely going to be looking for a Technomancer, because it's going to allow that, that character to be able to heal his teammates in the battlefield. So really good stuff for him. In addition to that, guys, he's able to spawn weapons. Now, how does he get his health back, right? The way he gets his health back is by doing damage. The more damage he does, the more health he gets back. In addition to that, he's able to spawn different sets of weapons that spawn in the battlefield, like rockets, machine guns. And as these are doing damage, these are healing him. So think of it like your pet class. Like if you played Borderlands, think about it like Flank. He's going to be your type of character like that. So every time you do damage, you're going to be getting your health back. In addition to that, he has a really cool attribute that he's able to do, stuff like Pyro damage, which is ice damage, poison damage, and a lot of damage to effect. So really awesome, really good, cool guy. And if you guys plan on playing the game solo and starting off, definitely this is one that I would highly recommend. All right, so the second character we're going to be taking a look at is the Pyromancer. Now, the Pyromancer is what it's going to fall under the category of the tank class. He's going to be able to take a lot of damage. In addition to that, he's mostly going to be very effective when it comes to mid-range combat. So expect weapons to fit for him: assault rifles, you got pulse rifles, scout rifles, sniper rifles. These are kind of like the main category of weapons you're going to want to do. Does this character fit very well if you're going to be playing solo? Yes, I think this character would be very good if you plan on playing solo, or if you're looking for a character that won't be dying too often in the battlefield. The cool thing about him is the way he's actually able to heal. He is the only character that's able to send out a pulse. I'm gonna use the word pulse because that's the best way to describe it. But he does have a lot of area of effect, attributes that no other character does. And when he sends out that pulse, or that pulse of fire, he's going to be able to pin the enemy. When he pins the enemy and this enemy gets marked, if he kills that enemy that he marked, or his teammates kill the enemy that got marked, he's going to be able to heal himself. So really good, effective way of actually getting that health back. Definitely a really good character to have, because he's going to be able to absorb a lot of damage, and he's going to be able to survey the area before you even go in there. The next character we're going to be taking a look at is called the Trickster. Now, this is primarily going to fall under the category of crowd control, in my personal opinion. The reason why, or slash assassin. So it could either be crowd control assassin. I think that's the category where I'm going to put him. Now, this particular character, I wouldn't recommend if you're going to be new to the game and you've never played any loot and shooter. And this might be the first loot and shooter for you guys, or you come from playing like a first-person shooter and you're not into loot and shooters or RPGs and modes. Then I would probably avoid this character and maybe save this character for a little bit later till you learn the game mechanics a little bit. Because the only way this character is able to survive is if he gets up close to the enemy and does a ton of damage. Weapons I would definitely suggest for this particular character are definitely shotguns, assault rifles, anything that's really good at close quarter combat, because the majority of his abilities are going to be coming from kills. But the way his health comes back is not by getting health back. He actually has a shield, compared, unlike the other characters that just have health. He has a shield, and the only way he's able to regenerate the shield is if he kills enemies. But I know what you guys are thinking then. What makes him so squishy? What makes him so successful about dying is the fact that he only is able to get his health back if he's up close on the enemy. So he has to be close. The kill has to be at a very close proximity to be able to get his health back. Now, he is very good when it comes to space and time. So he's able to slow down time, fast forward time, and do magic tricks and teleport. But he is definitely going to be very squishy, and one that I really recommend to start off the game. I would probably make sure I get used to the game and then play with him a lot, even though I feel like a lot of people are going to pick this character and might be the top character out of all of them that people are going to gravitate to, just because he has a lot of really cool abilities. Last one we're going to be talking about, guys, is the Devastator. Now, the Devastator is going to fall under the category of DPS. He is going to be doing a ton of damage. Okay, this guy is going to be like, if you want to output damage, this is the character you want to go with. Now, what makes him really cool is the fact that you're going to be able to do a lot of stuff at close quarter. You're going to be able to pull people. You're going to be able to summon rocks from the ground. You're going to be able to do a lot of really cool stuff with his abilities. In addition to that, guys, weapons I recommend for this character, once again, is an assault rifle, shotgun, anything that's really good at close range, because that is where he's going to be doing a ton of damage. The cool thing about him is that he's going to be able to heal as well, but he will only heal when enemies die. Plus, in addition to getting that health back, he's also going to be getting buffs to damage. He's also going to be getting buffs to different abilities every time he kills an enemy. So this is definitely your DPS character. This one in particular, I probably wouldn't recommend either to begin with, due to the fact that he might be a little bit squishy at the get-go, and you probably are going to be dying a lot, losing a lot of world ranks or world tiers. So you want to kind of make sure you get the mechanics of the game first until you pick this particular character. But if you're looking for a character that does a lot of damage, this is definitely the character you're going to pick. So if you like run and gun, this is probably the character you're going to want to go with. If you plan on playing the game solo, I'm going to recommend the Technomancer and the Pyromancer. If you want run and gun, Devastator and the Trickster would probably be your best bet. And any other playstyle you might think you guys might have that you want to know about, leave it in the comment section down below. I'll kind of recommend which one I suggest for you guys. In addition to that, guys, I am going to be having separate videos of each of them individually, kind of giving you a complete breakdown of each individual character and which one has the best attributes. We're going to have all that breakdown as we lead up to the game coming on April. Now, I do hope you did find this video helpful and informative. I do want to do me the favor though, guys. Let me know which one do you want to see the breakdown on first. Is it the Technomancer, the Pyromancer, Trickster, or Devastator in the comment section down below. Once again, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.